2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Shaka Claus.
What a festive day it is. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. The wins have been coming pretty steadily for the Thunder. Over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of. When they're on, which they have been consistently, they are an excellent unit. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho!
Nowhere I would rather be on this day than here with you guys.
I got a couple other places, but this is not bad either.
You know
I got a couple other places,
Ernie?
got a couple other guys.
You know what I got for Christmas this morning?
Yeah. What'd you get?
Not a dang thing.
No? No gifts?
I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus don't get gifts.
Oh. Well, it sure is great to be here and be watching NBA hoop, isn't it, fellas?
It is, buddy. It sure is.
Well, I appreciate the helicopter, Santa, that you got me today.
That wasn't Santa. That was me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Well, I think the game's just about ready to start. So what do you say we go to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I didn't buy that for you. You got to return it.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in its small forward. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here's Noah following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And Butler gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I briefly spoke with Billy Donovan. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Westbrook with the bucket. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Noah with a screen for Rose. The pass to Noah. 5 to shoot. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Outside Rose. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Inside. Stolen by Cantor.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Westbrook using his post move to get the 2 points. Westbrook's got 6. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Butler. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Stolen by Durant. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball, and Cantor throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long Clark as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right. You
rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Durant, that's good. Here's Rose. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Noah, and he dunks it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And here now the Thunder. The Bulls getting the bucket. Off the screen, off the left rim and out. Westbrook against Rose. The dish to Dunlap. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Dunleavy's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then, and that's over a decade later.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career.
And here is Durant following Kirk Heinrich's three.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Takes a three. Cannot hit. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Durant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Durant's got 5.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Brooks against Westbrook. Brooks, the pass to Mirotic, and Durant sends it back. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Brooks with the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Durant, no good. No shot.
Talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Brooks is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Mirotic in at the three. And that one's good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Aaron Brooks on top.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch three-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
Here's Gibson, and it's blocked by Adams. Durant kicks to Waiters. To the inside, McGarry, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very and nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Morrow, no good.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
For the three, Joakim Noah grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 6. Rose attacking. No good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Can't hit from in close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Rose, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And Butler, here we go. Feeds to Noah. 6 to shoot. There's Rose with the 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
As the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season, a big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Lets the three fly. Here's the three. Rose can't get that one to fall.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
He dishes it to Gibson. The kick out to Rose. Offensive rebound. For three, Dunleavy. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Here's McGarry. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the rejection by Ibaka. Poked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Serge Ibaka. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spur.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from three. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
Cantor checked in for Mitch McGarry. Chicago also making some changes. Saul comes in for Josh Gibson, and it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Durant subbed in for Dion Waiters. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And Westbrook, here we go. The Thunder with another miss.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Here's Dunleavy. He's covered by Collison. Passes it to Dunleavy. Hits it from three-point range. Dunleavy's got 6.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Outside Westbrook. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 10.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Butler attacking. Kicks it to Gasol. Stolen by Cantor. Left side Westbrook. From 12 feet out. And that's not going to go. And the
contesting their shots. They're a great three-point shooting team. We're just contesting and getting out and run. That's our favorite thing to do. Get out, run. We got big second runs, shooters on the floor, so open the floor up a little bit.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Westbrook. He's got 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Inside, you got Ibaka and Cannon. Adds Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
Yeah, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Westbrook against Rose. Westbrook drives in. Noah with the block. One-on-one fast break. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's Chicago scoring again.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Dunleavy the pass to Rose. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
That's good. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Gasol with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have max maximize that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Back to Rose. Gibson the screen. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Durant attacking. Oh! And he slams it one-handed.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Waiters.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
There's the feed to Durant. Again, Durant missing. Bulls have had a great rebounding team for a long time now. Last season was no different.
Yeah, it has so many categories to measure how well a team rebounds. The Bulls were in the top 3 in almost all of them.
It's Westbrook with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's got 12 in the game. The Bulls leading by 5. Gibson the screen. Rose kicks to Gibson. Dishes it to Gasol. Gibson passes to Gasol. Now Brooks. He's got 11. 4 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Gasol.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Westbrook drives in. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Rose with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Rose against Westbrook from about 16. Mirotic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 7.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the W.
Here's Westbrook. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Westbrook. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Westbrook's got 14. Brooks outside. Got it up. And it goes at the buzzer.
Digging deep.
Thunder trailing by 8. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Butler team to Dunleavy on the perimeter. Noah is out there with Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
To the paint, here's Durant, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
But that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Noah with a screen on Westbrook. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists now in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Butler kicks it to Noah, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home, they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
And they get it. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Rose is checked in for Brooks.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
Rose passes to Gasol. Back to Rose. No good. In and out off the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
There's a screen by Cantor. Waiters gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gasol up top. He's covered by Cantor. There's Rose with the 3. That's good. Rose has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Left side, Durant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
That one goes. Count it. 13 points for Joakim Noah.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around. Westbrook against Rose.
Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. They shoot again. Cantor. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
The Bulls leading by 10. Rose dishes to Gasol. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Rose against Westbrook. Gasol a screen. Rose gets to Gasol. Over to the left wing. Tries from 10. And there's Noah on the assist by Dunleavy. And that's 15 points for Joakim Noah.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by 10. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Butler in the corner. It's stolen by Ibaka. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Noah the screen. Double team on Rose. Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Durant.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Here's Cantor. It's stolen by Rose. Noah the screen. Double team on Rose. Gasol wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and they go to the intentional foul. Gets the first, that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 8. 24 seconds left in the game. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot is off. Nice D from Rose. And the Thunder with the possession here.
it's a big win for us. Be able to take one on the road like this is huge. Now we got a little momentum. Stay focused, and this is what it's all about. It's a lot of fun.
2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joakim Noah, with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Joakim Noah is about as well-rounded basketball player as you can ask for. He's just too much to handle when he's firing on all cylinders. He'll score in any way he has to, on a jump shot, a layup, maybe a putback, and he's a great passer out of the post. His value is just sky high.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.